Godfest. 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 9Ether Godfest. 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 Godfest.
Give it up for Brother Rich. Please give it up for Brother Rich and yourselves. You guys can do better than that. Give it up! Come on now. So, I had to put the uniform on today for this presentation. You know, being a spoken word artist is about speaking to the moment in time, right? And freezing that moment, crystallizing it. So tomorrow there's a Super Bowl in New Orleans, right? How many people of y'all from the Mississippi Delta area? Huh? How many of y'all got family that come from the Mississippi Delta area? How many of y'all about that magic? So I want to present this presentation. It's a two-part. The second part I'm dedicating to our sister Myra for her endless decoding of the Super Bowl, right? You have an oracle in your midst. You have many oracles in your midst, right? You are here elevating greatness because you are greatness. They said like attracts like, right? So I look out in the crowd and I see nothing but greatness. This one particular, this is titled Saints and Sinners. Saints and Sinners, family. When the saints come marching in, cemetery cities, harboring the keys of Solomon like prostitutes stash keys in their titties. Come on, Blue. When the saints come marching in, the funerary tunes are heavy. Brass instruments, bass infinite. The way we perform on a horn makes your argument about race impotent. At least I would say interesting. You're not reconsidering, but you sitting in, counting the rhythm in between the second, wondering how the fuck did he catch it with his instrument? When the saints come marching in, they brought the ark with them, and Michael leads the charge with them. So it's no coincidence the day Katrina came charging in. It's the same day God sent him, Mikael. When the saints come marching in, Washington, people gasping for oxygen, no choppers sent from Washington. FEMA's truck blast for incompetence. They were seizing people up, snatching them for harvesting. Where was God with them? Don't avoid the argument. It was bothering watching them. Starving and robbing and devolving into very thing the beast needed them to be so he can be free emotionally from robbing them of the land that's sovereign to them. When the saints come marching in, New Orleans is technically below sea level, so it's no surprise if you see devils on a ride during Mardi Gras or late night on a party bus. He can hardly rush, he takes his time. He waiting on you tardy fucks to play catch up. You could catch him in green rooms, blowing smoke like steam rooms, patiently waiting like he next up, snorting Molly up. When the saints come marching in, the rhythm heavy, wake the cemetery, raise the military, shake the seminary. These spirits been here for eons, nobody in a hurry. Moving slow as molasses. Niggas who been killed spirits, mixed with distilled spirits, doing the menage with your blackness, slow down like a vinyl spun backwards, and then the scratches, that's the accent. Where melanin is at its densest, where the drenches is where you access the subterranean realms. A mentor, where the crocodile is the representer. Particles accelerate so high you can levitate off the winter, snow, blow, or anything that grow in the Calio. We subatomic love to chronic, get drunk and vomit in our craziest selves. The giant is still the elf, even in our laziest selves. When the saints come marching in, they accompanied by the second line. It's legend time. Let go and let God. This where you better shine. It's in us, not on us. You can hear it when the reverend rhyme. This brother of mine connects me to the heartbeat of the planet. We even feel it in the granite. It's in the air traveling on bandwidths. But where the Mississippi meets the Delta, Was felt as gigantic. It was felt around the planet. Transmit by way of wind instruments, saxophone, trombones, 10 men with it, all in tune, but all dancing to their own groove like they on shrooms. Cheeks blowing up like balloons spreading dew through the tuba, adorning costumes with breastplates like Slick Rick the Ruler. These are descendants of Judah, blowing Buddha. The same way that they said they went missing like Bermuda Triangle. They gotta find angles to angle you out of your tribe angle so you won't ignite Shango as your steward. And from that angle that you write music, when the saints come marching in, darker skin was auctioned in the town square, open air markets for selling people right next to the cathedral. And it was all by papal bull. Shit, they even had the right to seize you. Don't let them mislead you. This the shit they don't want to teach you, not even after school. I get a special merit. Consider this extra credit. Under the eagle and the cross of the church and the state, they turned the earth into vassals in the name of Jesus. Really moving mischievous like a cold of jackals. We like the Hulk in battle, Hannibal Barker, tanned or the darker version. It's the precision for me, the winner to me above the Romans, Spartans, and Persians. Set up an altar and call on that person. That ancestor could be lurking in your electric railroad, a passenger near the tail load. Call them forward to share roads. I'm the driver, you the passenger. You don't need to spare throw. These days we spin a block and tear holes with shots to go through cinder blocks. With the strategic genius, we could be the meanest. Or when you get the drop, after a little practice, I know you're gonna do magic with one shot. Pop, drop, shut them up. Pop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Long list of ops. Get knocked off, pop their tops off, knock their blocks off. The spirit of Hannibal is effectively on aim, especially with weaponry long range. Napoleon Bonaparte get blown apart. Orleans is under siege, somebody conjure up Jonah Ark. When the saints come marching, I'ma watch them from my apartment. Emergency on Bourbon Street, New Year's murder spree by insurgency. And then we find ourselves at the Super Bowl. And I want to dedicate this to Sister Myra. Oh, this is the one here I want to dedicate to her. Is Kendrick Lamar Kimmons a saw? Is Kendrick Lamar Kimmons a saw? If it's a reach, I'm extending it far. See my POV through the lens of a God. Check it. When did it start? From the beginning of time, Kim in his prime, before Lyndon was prime, before penning a rhyme or trending online would enter your mind, when men was divine. Now here we are at the end of the line, modern day Rome in its decline, with 400 M's on the line. But let's rewind the scene, like when we were kings, like remember the time. Or Saul reigned supreme, or Salt was made his queen. Then Set laid a scheme to dismember his spine and take his queen. She made a scene, rebuked his advances. I salute her upstanding commandments. Her answer was to remake her king. She was instrumental in helping reassemble his temple, brought his pieces together, previously severed, took the phallus from the temple, made a palace monumental. Inside a prince reside, he's alive, he squints his eyes. Her love intensifies, fast forward to the hood today. Before it was gentrified, the genocide was fatherless seeds, starving to eat, mobbing the streets, robbing the thieves. But there's always a God on his feet, shining the light in the darkness he creeps. Still as a God in life for those embarking for keeps. So when artists compete, it's a repeat of Asar's defeat of the dog-headed hog from the east. Lord of the Westerners, the law of a new messenger is being written for all to see. It's not Big Three, it's just Big Me. He collapsed the wave on the Trinity and emerged the Neo, purged the evil, observed the ego, came down from the clouds to serve the people. A king rises in the west, a sun sets in the east. His apostles got toppled, the rest are deceased. Now the owl is caged, a scowl is made, grimace faces, blue pill in the matrix. They slept in for weeks, snoozing about who was losing. It's worse than the L. 400 M's on the line. Remember the time when our men were defined, before pen in the line was trending online, before the church with the spells, before Christos, our kinfolk was observing the cosmos, writing down mythos, which became the most combos you find in the Old Testaments and Gospels. The Constellania Draco was our pole star when the planet was savage. Now it's under Polaris, the little bear, but it'll appear in the sign of Cepheus, the Coptic king, the Cushites back on top of things, here to replace the previous and make it hot like Prometheus. 26 years from now, he wears the crown, light a torch to illuminate how you relate to July the 4th to prove you great. Our mother's sun shines through the other one to touch her other sons, which is you. Truth and fiction strangely mixed like witches brew. Giving you the audio and the visual, giving you the figurative and the literal. The basics and the metaphysical. Let's face it, Kendrick Lamar's Kim and Shaw, kin from afar, not a distant star. Big pot smoking nip, ascended in the West and became God's transcended of the flesh. Cultural icons and messiah types like Iron Mike. In the midst of darkness, the ones able to find the light and guide us right. Because you gotta move different around the vice of night. In the West, we give respect to the lords of the underworld, because the warriors answers to Osiris. I'm just here to remind us.
Welcome to the 9Ether Godfest. Godfest. 9Ether Godfest. 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 9Ether Godfest. 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 Godfest, 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 Godfest.